song is unique, anyways.
Hello and welcome to another episode of Chaotic Minds. I'm your host, Devontae Ewing, aka DJ Thunderbase, and I'm joined today with my co-hosts.
Hello, guys, girls, and squirrels. I'm Henry Monty. Hey, how you guys doing? I'm Mayhem, the Hearts Mace. Hope everybody is doing good today on Christmas Eve.
Greetings and salutations. I am Dark Trooper, coming from you live, not from my couch, from my kitchen table.
And I am the Supreme Llama Overlord, Fluff armed, Menace ready, and Cinco de Mayo Chaos activated.
It's not Cinco de Mayo.
Wait, what?
Damn it, Llama. What timeline are you on?
I am on timeline number 2342.75964329741992223457.
I think he's glitching out.
Dash alpha.
Okay, you're off by like 3,000 numbers. We're going to shift you back 6 of them.
He's really in that dimension with the what looks like the Wizard of Oz, but really has little munchkin people that eat your face.
What's
Damn
the
it,
Wizard
Llama.
of Oz?
Double damn it, Llama.
Well, we're going to get things started off as we always do with our relationships with Mayhem Heartsmace.
Hello, guys, girls, and squirrels. Our intros are a little shifted tonight. We'll be having them corrected by next week, if not so. On that, I hope you all are having a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year soon in the next couple weeks. If you're seeing this later, then hey, how you doing? You're seeing this late.
Maybe they're seeing that on Cinco de Mayo.
Damn it, Llama.
That was months ago.
That was months ago, my friend. On that, though, remember...
There's another one coming around just for the record.
In relationships, the first thing that I always state and that you should be doing is called communication. Communication is key. It's key to all relationships, all friendships, all encounters, or workplace workships and whatnot. So remember to communicate. Talk accordingly, get things figured out and understood. Make sure you're trying to help out one another to get things to progress better for your life, friendship, company, relationship, and such. Remember to have these discussions. Thank you for the disclaimer. So, on that, we're going to pull up a relationship video right here from the Modern King. The volume we cannot hear. Where's the volume?
She begs, right, y'all. So, do you side with the man or woman in the case of a Butler? And she says, the only reason you got me is because I was recently divorced, scared, and I had a kid. Can you sit down on the couch for a second? Sits down and said, we're done. We're getting a divorce. And she tried everything. She begged. All right, y'all. So, do you side with the man or woman in the case of a Butler? Okay, I'm actually going to side with the man on it, but I'd like to hear what you have to say. So, this man, this woman, husband and wife, they're having a party. They've been married for a couple years, and the guy's stepkid, her kid, is there at the party. Everybody's having a good time or whatever, and he's giving relationship advice to some of their friends. And she comes over and says, don't take relationship advice from him. And he thinks she's playing around and says, well, it got me you, didn't it? And he gives her a kiss or whatever, and she says, the only reason you got me is because I was recently divorced, scared, and I had a kid. And basically, he was a safe choice. And he goes silent, right? I mean, I don't know. That would be so freaking devastating, okay? But a couple days later, she realizes how silent and how affected he is. And she tries apologizing. He said, I'll be okay. And then, like, 2 weeks later, she's starting to get into panic because he will not talk to her. He won't do anything. She starts cooking his favorite foods, trying to do all the things that he likes, even goes so far as to have their kids go stay at her parents' house, or his stepkid and her kid go stay at the parents' house. and then she takes him somewhere on that was important to them, and they go stay a couple nights there. And then when they come back, he goes to work for a couple days. He comes back as soon as he walks in the door. He said, "Can you sit down on the couch for a second?" Sits down and said, "We're done. We're getting a divorce." And she tried everything. She begged him not to go. She said, "I love you now. I'm so sorry." Blah blah blah.
No, you fucked up.
The guy on this.
No, yeah, she fucked up.
You mean I understand.
You embarrassed him in front of all of his friends.
The matter is, and a lot of people are going to say,
And said
"Oh,
something
you were
truly horrible.
To me, that contract's null and void because she.
You
Yeah,
said
and
something
she-
truly incredibly horrible to a man you supposedly love in front of all of his friends and family, and then you tried to bribe him with love bombing instead of actually doing what you should have done, which is go and see a counselor to
Or
actually sit
talk
down
it out.
or talked it out and sit down and talked it out like adults and
Yep.
say, where are those feelings coming from? Instead you embarrassed him, and instead of actually owning up to your mistakes, which she only did that after she already made the mistake, and she took a couple of days to do it.
Yeah, you realize you done goof, and it's too late, and there's nothing you can do about that right now. You need to communicate. You need to get the understanding through when you're with somebody. And hey, I done goofed. If I ever screw up or anything or do something stupid, I let my wife know 100%. Hey, I did something stupid. I may get angry, maybe say something dumb, and she'd be like, "Okay, well, don't do this." And then I would listen to the wife because she's not doing it just for her; she's doing it for us. And when it comes to like people like this, though, you don't do that to somebody. You don't mess them, like disrespect them, especially in front of all the rest of their friends like that. Like playing a joke is one thing.
Like if you're playing a joke, like having that, you shouldn't have that kind to say that to him and at all. Let's be perfectly frank. That is absolutely unacceptable what she said. First of all, second, there's a time and a place to have those kinds of jokes. That was not it.
No, there's a time and place to have those jokes. I know I've been taken out of context for my jokes and learned my lesson. Same thing when it comes to this stuff, though. We're going to go to the next segment, though. We're going to go to lore. Hit it, homie.
Floor!
Damn it, llama.
Christmas, a time of good cheer, good food, loving families, celebrations, and all good cheer and love and respect and peace of all mankind.
Hell yeah.
But what if I told you there were dark sides of that peace and tranquility? Much like the people who walked away from Omulus, there's always a dark side to all things. And this time is a particularly gruesome and dark one. I'm talking about the SPC Foundation's one of their most dangerous and most terrifying creatures they have in their archive.
Oh, shit, Thunderbase is happy now.
I am talking about SPC specimen 4666, also known as the Yule Man. The Yule Man is a creature that has been described, has never been actually seen by the SPC Foundation. But from what the records have been told, nobody knows where it came from. Survivors of this creature have described it as a very tall creature, between 2 to 2.3 meters tall. Your elderly male of European descent, extremely elegant and completely, and it always appears completely and utterly naked, even outside in freezing temperatures. This is a creature that does horrific things to its victims. Usually stalks its victims for many days before it actually does what it actually does, which is kill the entire family and kidnap the youngest child.
That's terrifying.
And luckily, they only go after families of very young with very young children. Henry,
It's not luckily. I'm a master.
we should.
They're all gonna get spicy. That's the first thing I'm gonna do is cut his dong off. Shrinkage happen out here? Shink! Ha! Bitch thinks I don't carry stuff.
This creature usually is reported. This usually is reported between 7 to 12 nights. During the first 1 to 7 nights, the children report have seen this creature in various in of their family dwelling, usually leering through the window with a big shit-eating grin on its face, or in the across the nearby field, or the children report waking up in the middle of the night, seeing it, watching it through the window as he sleeps. The kids tell the parents, but the parents just go, "Oh, it's nothing. Don't worry about it." The family members, including the parents, that would report sounding footsteps on the roof and attic, very unpleasant odors, and also frequently noticing outside of its dwelling. No cause of these phenomenon, but will be found as a result of the parents will be often being a suspect of their families being stalked or of the dwellings. It's on the 12th night is when it really happens, of 1 or 2 scenarios. One scenario is and this is the most common one. The Yule man kills all the family members, saves the one child under the age of 8, who will be abducted and incarcerated and encapsulated and injured, and is then kidnapped and then used to make weird and strange gifts. And the others in 15% of the other, and roughly for 15%, nothing happens. No harm comes to the family. The family reports footsteps and otherwise, and the creature leaves. But what really truly makes it truly abominable is that it would leave presents for for other families.
That's dark. I am take your one youngest and kill him and torture him. By the way, though, here's some presents.
Oh no! They kill the family members and kidnap the youngest.
That's even more messed up. So they just leave a bunch of presents for dead bodies.
No, what they do, they take the dead body. He uses the children as either a snack or as forced labor to make the horrible presents for the other families. And these presents are usually like stuff made with human skin. There was one of a doll of another girl who had her eyes removed and her mouth showed shut, and she was still left at someone's house. She was still alive, and this is how they found out about it.
It happened because she lost the energy and to be able to continue making toys, and so she got made into one herself.
And I think he actually said that to the investigator. And after that, that's pretty much it. And they have a capture order about this creature, but they still have not gotten there in time. And that's about it. The Yule Man is a truly dark and cruel creature.
That's disgusting and messed up and gross, all in the same process. Mm-hmm. Why does it exist? But hey, Yule Man, what is wrong with you? That's that.
The question is, does it exist or does it not exist? Is the real question.
I don't know. I've heard of creatures doing certain things, but that was a little slightly new with the whole lore of it, though. I've heard different ones, though. Besides that, for lore, we have other things that we've been discussing, which is just like theories and other things in the world and universe and galaxy. Mm-hmm. Would you guys like to discuss and touch on anything like that before we shift over to the next segment?
Other than Christmas, nothing I really can think about.
Well, the increasing There is the increasing number of UFO and UAPs that have been popping up all along the eastern shoreboard as well as in the Gulf. A lot, actually. Not just that, they're also popping up in the Middle East over the war zones.
Probably watching the war.
Yes, unidentified.
They're seeing why the hell are we fighting each other instead of working together and trying to destroy each other instead of actually becoming something great. It's stupid. I don't get what this is. I don't know why we have to deal with that, with the aliens flying over like, hey, we can help you with advancing technology. Oh, they're still trying to kill each other.
Look, there's always going to be war until the only ones left standing is the master race of PC gamers.
No,
Okay?
no. The best thing is what in true. Damn it, Llama. I believe in you when it comes to PC because of mods, but nonetheless, the concept of it when it comes down to it and everything. Oh yeah,
You didn't see that one coming.
We'll let him introduce himself in 1 second. Is the concept is that the only way that all of us will see each other working together great and being something is if we have a greater threat that's beyond each other. And if it's like aliens, creatures, demonics, or whatever, right now we're still having the Great Religion War and it just won't stop. So the aliens are going, oh fuck. They're still fighting over this. Well, they need to get off this planet or they're all gonna die. Do they not know? They don't know. They're trying to kill each other again. Okay, carry on. We're just gonna watch them here like it's a TV show. Hey, look, it's Tuesday night. Yes. Oh, where are the humans blowing up this time? Oh, did you see that? That's my theory on some of it. Anybody else have any weird theories or thoughts before we shift over to birthdays?
Well, at least they have a good show to watch on Wednesdays and on Sundays.
Yeah.
Wednesdays, for Chaotic Minds. And then Sundays for our Rolling to Die. We're carrying on the episode, by the way, for Nightmare Before Christmas. Hopefully people enjoy that. It's going to be in Oogie Boogie's area, and we have to see if we can get out and survive.
Yes.
Oogie Boogie messed us up. It was really surprising the last episode. Everybody doing great. And here comes Oogie Boogie with his crew. Him and Dom here ruined it for everybody. I loved it. I loved it. It was great. All right. Before that,
Speaking of which, we do have Dom here. So, how would you like to introduce yourself?
The third eye has opened, everybody. I am Dom, aka Dominant Visions, and here I am. The third eye has been opened.
All right.
Dude, put the one-eyed snake back in your pants. We don't need
oh
to
my
see
god, that thing's huge. Why is it bigger than my forearm? I mean,
Damn it, Mama.
I'm sorry. Damn it, Mama.
Third eye is basically on my forehead.
I know.
Whoa, when you got mushroom stamped?
Damn it, Llama. Damn it. Oh my god. But how do you guys like the new picture image of the Thunderbase Studios of Chaotic Minds?
Leave a comment in below.
Comment below, like, share, subscribe.
Tell us you hate it. Tell us you love it. Tell us you're in between. Tell us you don't care.
Personally, I like it. I like this is how it is. The Chaotic Minds, the two originals up top is the wolf with the moon and the tiger with the sun.
Panther.
I'd like to take this opportunity to start a poll that the llama image should just be dead smack center. Chaotic Minds can go off into the corner where he is right now. Place your yes or no in the poll down
Damn
below.
it,
That
llama.
won't exist.
Conceited son of a llama. Oh my god.
We'll feed you a Swedish fish.
I haven't liked it.
I like it. I think this is great.
Just like how the eye and the lion just kicking back in the background, just foreseeing everything.
It's like if Starbucks if she had a husband, her husband would be the lion, which would be like the Burger King kind of style.
Sorry, I'm not into espresso.
Dominant Visions,
You
more
could
like
be into it,
submissive
you know.
delusions.
But I love it. It's because right here you see the wolf and the panther, and then you see the orc and the llama, and then it goes down to the lion, and it changes the shades of green, and then it mixes the purple, and then black and white in there, and it just everybody fluxes in their own way.
Yeah, no, the natural enemies, the orcs and llamas.
You get the werewolf clan working with the orc clan, and you have the Black Panther clan working with the llama clan. The lion clan has to decide which side to go.
Nah, we're neutral. We're fine.
It'd be a great story.
Fuck it, we're taking him out first.
Yes, honey.
Sorry for the interruption. I don't know if anybody realized this. Today, literally, today, by the day, 100 years old, Winnie the Pooh.
Winnie the Pooh.
I gotta
Essentially-
take him.
Winnie the Pooh is a centurion.
Oh,
Wow.
Yeah.
Thank you, honey. That was from Luna Wormwood.
And with that, let's head into our celebrity birthdays.
Hello.
Goodbye.
I love you. Thank you.
Zippy
Damn it, llama.
I'm counting it, fucker.
It works because I am damning you.
And we will be starting off today on December 18th with
Right.
Billie Eilish. She's 23. Pop singer, and she's got an amazing voice, actually.
Does this mean?
How
Does
about
this mean
Brad
she's gonna
Pitt?
open the door?
Who's Billie Eilish?
You son of a hooker.
How about Brad Pitt? Snap.
Brad
He is-
Pitt.
He is 62 today.
Well,
Club, I liked him in a lot. I like the concept of Fight Club.
I liked him in
Troy was good too.
that train one. What was it? Bullet Train.
Oh yeah, that was really good.
That
I
was a
like-
good one.
that was his latest.
Recently, me and my wife watched that one.
If there was one that's considered underrated, I like about him, it's Cutting Class and Seven.
For me, it's Mr. and Mrs. Smith.
Oh, that was
That's
good.
another
One
one.
I think that
another one,
he should
yeah.
not have been cast for was World War Z. I
I
think
have
that
one. How about
was all right.
How about Steven Spielberg, director, 79, director behind Jaws, Jurassic Park, The
That's
Color
right.
Purple, and the director of the 1993 animated Warner Brothers series, The Animaniacs, and spin-off Pinky and the Brain.
Animaniacs.
Yeah, go back.
Oh,
on
and
that.
E.T. Extraterrestrial.
All right, so I got
How
one
about
right
you?
here.
Listen to here, you apes.
I
You
got
want to
one.
live forever? How about we talk about Casper Van Diem? He's 57 years old.
You're a
One of
dick.
his most iconic roles was Johnny Rico in Starship Troopers.
For the
Oh wow,
record,
he was in Comic-Con.
Mhm.
He was a Comic-Con guest.
for the record, I am gonna live forever. I am immortal until proven wrong.
Carry on, llama. All right, so I have one right here. DMX rapper, 1970 to 2021. I didn't know he died.
Oh,
It was-
I was a big
so-
fan of
Yeah,
his
he passed,
back in
Yeah.
he passed away at age 51.
I was shy. I so would have thought you got the next guy next to him.
He passed at 51.
But
Yes. Oh, hey,
Yes.
shit. I got one right here. Unless you want to get him.
it's Stone Cold Steve Austin.
He had a beer. He had another beer. But how about a man who sparked off World War I, Archduke Franz Ferdinand, the man who was assassinated, who started off the entirety of the conflict of World War I.
Let's do two more before we shift over to the next one.
How about Christina Aguilera?
I got
Ooh,
one. Okay, so
44.
I have one.
Yep.
We have Ray Liotta, movie actor, 1954, 2022. He's best known for his 80s film, The Goodfellas.
got one right here from WWE herself, Trish Stratus, 50 years old, pro wrestler.
I'm sorry, did he say Trish had status?
Trish Stratus. It reminds me of a girl that I used to have a crush on named Patricia. It just
So Trish does have status.
One
Right.
more. Here's Sia, 49, another pop singer.
Oh,
All right. Well, now we're gonna go to December 19th. Thunderbase gets first starts before anybody. Thunderbase.
And starting it off, we're gonna do Faze Kaysen. He's a DJ.
ooh,
Thunderbase?
okay.
How about Scott Cohan? He is 64 years old. He's actually a kind of an in-betweener. He's one of his most iconic roles as is the big bad wolf in the 10th Kingdom, and as one of Lorelai Gilmore's main squeezes.
Main squeeze.
I'll show you my main squeeze.
Damn it, Llama.
It's my balls.
Oh my god, you're horrible.
You have
I got
balls?
one right here.
Just
Tim-
one of them.
Oh, damn it, Llama. I got one. Tim Reed, 81 TV actor. He's still alive, going strong with Simmons and Simon, also in Sister and Sister.
He's also featured in a series called Greenleaf. His wife is actually Aunt Vivian actress Daphne Maxwell Reid.
How about this? Alyssa Milano.
Ooh,
She's 53. She played on Who's the Boss. She also played Phoebe Hallowell on Charmed, and was also in the series Mistress and Insatiable.
can I share a fun fact about Melissa Milano?
Apart from the
Disney-
fact that her
Disney-
name sounds like a cookie.
Disney, yeah, that's also funny. And she's originally supposed to be Ariel in the 1989 animated Little Mermaid. The illustration was based off of her, but unfortunately, she did not been casted, but was replaced by Jodie Benson.
Wow, that's dark.
How about Jill Kelly, 63. She's a voice actress who plays in some of the in SpongeBob SquareDance, The Boondocks, and American Dad.
She was Karen, the computer wife in SpongeBob, but she was Sarah Dubois in Boondocks.
Nice. Let's do one more before we shift over to the
How about Jennifer Beals, movie actress?
I had one.
62.
I had
You
one.
could still say it.
All right, go for it.
Jake
for it.
Gyllenhaal, movie actor, 45. Best known for one of his films, Donnie Darko,
I love
and
Darko.
and the later life, it's Roadhouse. He
Oh yeah,
actually-
Dr. Roadhouse is fun.
he's actually been in a lot of underrated films that really wasn't picking up, like Southpaw, for example.
Don't judge me.
He was originally supposed to be Spider-Man, but Tobey Maguire took the role.
Well, because he was slightly younger looking, that's why. All right, so we're gonna go on to December 20th, Thunderbase.
We are going to start it off with the queen herself, Suzuka Nakamoto. Happy birthday, Sue. She's the lead vocalist of the group Baby Metal. And she's also a former vocalist from Sakura Gakuin.
Pretty nice.
Nice.
28.
How about Mary Ann Bevan? She died in 1933 at the age of 59. She was an English nurse who turned into a sideshow circus because she became known as the ugliest woman in the world. And if you actually see her picture, you will understand why. She actually had a condition called she had a developmental condition, which it caused her body and grows to grow too quickly because of an overgrown of hormones. If you actually look her up, and you'll see why.
She does not look like a woman.
That hurts. Ooh.
Where is
How
this?
How about
Marianne Bevan.
wow? I got one. Jonah Hill, movie actor, 42. He's known for films like Superbad, The Sitter, 21 Jump Street and Jump 22 Street, and Megamind.
Here's one. How about Bat Dad? He's a
Yes.
former fighter.
Yes.
That's a heck of a name.
All I can say is I feel really bad for his wife.
Yeah.
Really bad.
He's
for her.
42 years old. And he's still going strong.
How about this? Peter Criss. He's the drummer of Kiss.
Nice.
He's 80.
Nice.
Yeah,
He-
didn't one of the Kiss guys die already?
I don't remember.
If I'm not mistaken, I do believe it was their guitarist, their original guitarist.
All right, got
Yes. It's their guitarist.
Jonah Hill.
They
I
just
said
did
that
that
one.
one.
Damn. Okay, I got another one. Ken Nanu.
Okay.
Ken Nanu, pop singer, 31 years old. She was in K-pop stars. So that's pretty
Okay.
interesting.
How about this? Paul Ritter.
That's a familiar name.
1966 to 2021.
That's a familiar
He was a movie actor. He played in Friday Night Dinner. He was also in The Game. He also played in Quantum Solace, as well as Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince.
Nice.
I got one. JoJo, pop singer, 35. She started out in 2004 with her big song lead "Get Out"
Mm-hmm.
at age 14.
All right.
What if I'm already comfortable and already wearing a bathrobe?
Damn it, Trooper.
I'm counting it. He almost said my name.
now we're moving on to December 21st. We're going to start it off with Samuel L. Jackson at 77.
Love this guy. Motherfucker. I mean,
Everybody
That
loves
is
this guy. He's one of like, the
starting
best
Pulp
actors
Fiction.
out there. And apparently he likes hentai.
Where's my super suit?
there is nothing wrong with hentai. Just be mindful what hentai you watch, because I will let you know shit gets weird.
Now, for the record,
Samuel Jackson did
Hentai
start
may
in
not
Afro
be bad.
Samurai too.
His
hentai
biggest,
may not be bad, but tying your hen is.
his biggest
Damn.
role would probably have to be either his role as Mace Windu, his role from Pulp Fiction, or Snakes on a Plane.
What
You
about
know-
the Avengers?
One of his earlier roles was Godfathers.
Mm-hmm.
He was
Oh, yeah.
the guy that
Goodfellas.
failed a mission, got everybody caught pretty much, and they assassinated his ass in his room when he was getting his boot
He
on.
was featured in Coming to America as I believe as an extra or as a featured character, and he was in the voice of Frozone in The Incredibles 2004.
He also made an appearance in Jurassic Park,
Ooh,
Which one?
Yeah, he was the severed hand.
the original.
Oh yeah, you're right. I forgot all about that.
another
Yeah,
great
he was
classic.
smoked a lot.
Mhm.
All right, let's go on to the next actor because he was so awesome. Got one right here. Ray Ramon, 68, TV actor from Everybody Loves Raymond.
Oh, that's
He's-
another good one.
He's Manny the Mammoth from Ice Age, and it's pronounced Ray Romano.
Mhm.
Ray
Mhm.
was his wife in that show. Oh, I had a crush on, but
That's specific.
I'm sorry, I just like certain- I like MILFs. But Ray is awesome. He's cool, dude. I've loved watching his comedic stand up for years.
It's funny.
Ooh,
Shows.
here's a good one for all you zombie lovers.
Oh no.
Steven Yeun. He's best known as his role from as Glenn from The Walking Dead.
And from the Walking Dead Telltale game, too.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, snap.
And Grayson in Invincible.
I love Invincible except for certain characters, such as that power guy. I don't like him for what he did to his wife and kid, and it still burns me. I seriously stopped watching Invincible because of that.
He also provided the voice of Speckle in Tuca and Birdie.
Oh,
I got one right here.
okay.
Kiefer Sutherland, 59.
Good
Yeah.
one.
TV actor, known for The Lost Boys, Stand By Me, Few Good Men, The Sentinel, 24.
He was
Dude's an
featured-
amazing actor.
Yeah, 24 was one of his biggest projects.
Mhm.
He's also
I
featured.
remember him Lost Boys more than anything.
Lost
I
Boys
first saw him in
is
20. I first saw him in 24.
I saw
How
him
about
Lost.
Jane Fonda, actress,
Oh.
movie actress, 88.
and
Best
fitness
known- One of
guru.
her best known characters is as a character from a movie called 9 to 5.
hmm
She was featured in Monster in Law,
which is actually a story written by crap, why is her name Dolly Parton. 9 to 5 was written by Dolly Parton.
And sung and acted in.
Mm-hmm.
She
I was a
acted.
big fan of Dolly Parton.
She acted alongside with Jennifer Lopez in Monster in Law.
Mm-hmm. And she's
Oh,
also
yeah.
a fitness
Also,
guru.
her most recent activity is playing as in a Netflix series called Grace and Frankie.
Oh,
It's the same two actresses from 9 to 5, but they're as older ladies who just got recently divorced by their gay husbands.
oh
And
wow.
let's not forget the Jane Fonda workout routine.
All right, let's do one more before we shift over to the 22nd.
She does not look 88, by the way.
No, she doesn't.
You work out properly, take care
How
of yourself, and put makeup on, you're good.
How about Tim Sweeney? He is a computer programmer and CEO of Epic Games.
Oh, Epic Games.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I remember. Yeah, the Epic Games is actually was one of the bigger names before since 2010, 2011, maybe.
It was in 2017 that he won the GDC Lifetime Achievement Award for it.
Huge games that he was under. That he had created was pretty big. Yeah.
All right, guys, let's go on to the next day. I think it's the 22nd, right?
Yep, 22nd. And we're going to get that started off with... let's see. How about Chris Hughes, reality stars, 33. He's from Love Island.
Love Island.
Okay. All right.
I have one.
Okay, go ahead.
Ralph Fiennes, movie actor, who's best known for Prince of Egypt, the Harry Potter series, and The Menu.
Got one right here. Megan Thoran.
Megan Trainor.
Wow, I can't say that. 32 years old.
She's all about that bass.
and she's married to a former Spy Kid.
That's great.
How about this? Pop singer and former winner of the American Idol, Jordan Sparks, 36.
Ooh. The No Air singer.
Yep.
All right, Dark Trooper, you got one?
How about Hector Elizondo?
Hector Elizondo. Okay.
89 years old. He's actually a voice. He does the voice of Romar Eldar in the popular series Bad Batch, and he was also the bodyguard in The Princess Diaries.
He's also the voice of the narrator in the Mucha Lucha animated movie, Mucha Lucha, Return of El Malefico.
All right. Llama, do you have any birthdays for today? Anything unique or special that you can find throughout the web or the internet or world? Llama.
What day
Llama.
22nd.
You're the 22nd.
Llama ho.
Look, dude, guys. We don't need to tell the world about how I'm a hoe on Wednesday nights after the podcast, okay?
Llama, tell you know.
Wait.
He'll spit on you.
He says he's
The
a
word
hoe.
of wisdom.
What about shovel and rake?
Damn it, Llama.
What did the Dominic say?
I said, wait, Llama is a hoe? Where's the shovel and rake?
You're the shovel.
The shovel is over at Dark Troopers, and
Nope.
the rake is at Mayhem's.
Oh my god.
This is why you don't lend out your yard equipment to other people, because then you just don't have it anymore.
Now you're a liar for that one. You know it. Because I didn't borrow anybody's stuff. I've never owed anybody anything. No, but
You owe me a hug, damn it.
that's different.
Nah.
Oh no.
All right. Besides that, let's go to I got Ted Cruz, 55, politician.
Ugh,
Bad one.
that disgrace.
From Texas, I guess.
He's from Texas, but he's also the same guy who left his people when all the power went out and during the winter.
Oh yeah, I heard about that. Yeah.
They came back and lied about it too.
That's
terrible. Terrible.
Let's do 2 more before we shift over to the 23rd.
Already there, bro.
Yeah, no, I got one for the 23rd.
I got one for the 23rd also.
Same here.
Actually.
All right, let's do one more before the 23rd then. I got one right here. I got a Kinley Cunningham, 15 TV actress. What did she play it in? O0MG Pop.
Ooh, I got 3 of them.
Okay, so we're gonna
moving on to the 23rd now. I'm gonna start off with race car driver Greg Biffle.
Didn't he die in a car crash?
Yeah, in December 18th, 2025.
Ouch.
Did I go next?
No, I'm going next. I haven't done one yet. We're going to go with Emperor Zenzong of Song, born December 23rd, 968. He is the 3rd emperor of the Song dynasty, ruling from 997 until 1022.
Unfortunately, Joseph Smith was also born on this leg. He's a religious leader. He died in 1844 at 38. He's the one who created the Book of Latter-day Saints, also known as Mormons.
I have one. Harry Shearer, 82, voice actor of The Simpsons. You probably know him for roles such as Reverend Lovejoy, Smithers, and 8 other characters.
Happy birthday, Mr. Smithers.
I got one right here. Finn Wolfhard, 23 TV actor, known also for Stranger Things, It Chapter 2, the Addams Family,
awesome.
Ghostbusters Afterlife.
Oh yeah, Ghostbusters. Yep. Yeah.
The new Ghostbusters, not the old ones.
Yeah, Afterlife.
I like that one. The newest one that recently came out that connected it the proper 3 to 1, 2, 3 was great. I like how they did it.
How about this one? Madam C.J. Walker.
Oh.
She was born 1867, died 1919. She was a hair care marketer and became the first female African American millionaire, and founded Madam C.J. Walker Manufacturing Company.
Uh-huh. Here's one. Jess Harnell, voice actor who's best known as Wacko in the Animaniacs, Jerry from Totally Spies, Captain Hero from Drawn Together. There.
Oh, well.
Yeah.
How about Harry Judd, 40 years old.
Okay.
He's the drummer for McFly.
Oh, McFly. Okay.
Hey, McFly.
I got one for you. Christian Potenza, voice actor. He is best known for Chris McLean in Total Drama Island.
Total Drama Island.
And Jude from 16.
No yawning, bitch.
I don't take orders from you.
You're 100. Mayhem, tell him no haunting and call him a bitch.
Mayhem did an instant transmission on us.
Did we already get just Harnell?
Yes.
Okay.
There he is. He instant transmission back.
I'm back. I mean, hi.
You're orange?
I'm black. What?
Orange. They say orange is the new black.
Oh, I'm part.
Okay, well, let's move on to today then.
What's today again?
24th.
24th, Christmas Eve.
Right, Cinco de Mayo.
Damn it, Llama.
We're gonna start it off with Lemmy Kilmister. From 1945 to 2015, he was the vocalist of Motorhead. Brought us the songs such as Ace of Spades.
Oh, that's a
I'm
good
sorry.
song.
I'm sorry. Can you repeat his name?
It's Lemmy Kilmister.
That's a close statement to something else. Anyways,
Damn it, Llama.
How about Ava Gardner? She died January 25th, 1990 at the age of 67. She's quite an attractive woman. She was in let's see. It doesn't say.
You're a dozen.
I have one.
do you have two?
Keith Silverstein, voice actor, best known for titles such as Miraculous, Ladybug, and Cat Noir, Street Fighter X Tekken.
Oh, are you talking about Ava Gardner, the actress from The Killers?
Yeah.
Okay.
The Naruto franchise and Dead or Alive franchise.
Nice. What was her name?
Name was Keith Silverstein.
I got one right here. Sophie Black Diallo, 34 years old, was in The Night of, The Mick, Single Drunk Female.
Isn't that all single females?
No, not all. I know a lot
No,
of
wasn't that called all the single ladies?
all the single ladies. All the single.
How about this?
That's a Tyler Perry movie title.
Kate
You're a Tyler Perry
Spade.
title movie.
How about
Spade.
this? Kate Spade, fashion designer from 1962 to 2018.
Wasn't she the one that made the handbags named after her?
She is the co-founder of Kate Spade New York brand,
Interesting. Did not
and
know-
she
did
is
not know she
is also the sister of. She is also the sister-in-law of David Spade,
Oh
because
wow.
her husband is his brother Andy Spade.
David Spade. That sounds like another cousin for Llama, if you catch the reference.
Oh. All right, so
Second cousin, get it right.
damn it, Llama. Few more before we end this tonight for the birthdays.
I got one. Daytrek Bader, TV actor. He's best known for the sitcom The Drew Carey Show, the voice of Hoss Delgado from Billy and Mandy, the voice of Batman from Batman the Brave and the Bold, and the voice of Warp Dark Matter in Buzz Lightyear, the Star Command the series.
Also in Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back as a security guard that does the awkward blowjob joke. It was so funny.
How about this? Voice actress Leah Clark. She's best known as a Japanese anime voice actress. She was in titles such as Suzuka, Eden of the East, Wolf Children, Rosario and Vampire, Soul Eaters, and many others.
School Rumble as Eri Sawachka.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Got one last one. Anna Brenda.
Oh, it hit the corner.
Oh.
Damn it. No, it didn't.
Damn it, Llama. What the hell?
That's not, no, damn it. Just slightly off.
Oh, okay. That's what you're talking about. Anna Brenda Contrasta, 39 soap opera.
Contreras.
Wow. Thank you.
Contreras.
Soap opera
Contreras. No,
actress.
Contreras.
Wait, what's the name again?
Anna Brenda Contreras.
Thank you, Thunderbase, for that. I appreciate it.
Okay.
Mexican American actress and singer who became known for her roles in many telenovels, including Juro Your Amino and Corazon Indomable.
Oh,
Say
Wow.
that 10 times fast.
so it's pronounced Juro que te amo and Corazon Indomable.
All right, so on that, that'll be birthdays. Thunderbase, you want to do an outro for that for the birthdays?
And we like to say happy birthday to all of you that we had gotten. Happy birthday to all of you that we may have missed. And with that, we're going to be moving on to our safety tips and scam protection.
English, motherfucker, do you speak?
Barely.
No.
Oh my god, you have me on the screen.
Beat him with a stick.
Damn it, llama. All right. Safety
Disclaimer: it is not safe to beat people with sticks.
Thank you.
The stick wouldn't survive anyway.
It's a good point.
Right.
We'll just have to use his dick to beat him with then.
He could. That's not the point, though. So
Why you hitting? That's a whole new meaning of why you hitting yourself.
Damn it, llama. Oh, you're horrible. Safety tip for air rubber.
Oh, it's in your mouth.
Safety tip, please, when you're walking down the steps.
Sounds like a condom in this situation.
Damn it, llama. You're horrible. I haven't even had this segment start yet. Make sure you have 3 points of contact while you're stepping down steps in the wintertime for snow, ice, and or more. You may have sprinkled salt in certain areas or spots, but that may not have gotten the ice in other areas, or that have been remelted and refroze in certain spots that the salt did not remelt. It may have
quick disclaimer: your stomach and your dick do not count as a third point of contact.
No. But just because you can tap that with it doesn't mean you should do it. So, damn it, llama. As you're, oh my god, that's a good one. I like that one. That's so horrible, though. That's coming on oncoming traffic. Oh, damn it, llama. I love it though. Remember to salt and shovel your paths and roads. Wear the proper foot gear that actually can walk through snow and ice and whatnot without slipping. A little more step. Feather your brakes. Stay between 2 to 3 car lengths, if not 4 car lengths, away from other cars while in snowy, cold, weatherly, or icy areas that may have black ice or regular ice, depending on, or ice under snow. You do not want to be in car crash, especially in the wintertime. If your car is, dead, while in the wintertime you're freezing cold, you may be injured or worse until someone comes and saves you. Please be mindful when it comes to that kind of stuff. Salt your path while you're walking. I've noticed dryer sheets in your car help with the windows from being fogged up as bad. Sometimes they still steam, and sometimes you still have to scrape them and all the irritation. Remember when it's like raining and then it freezes again below 32 degrees Fahrenheit.
You're below 32 degrees Fahrenheit.
Damn it, Trooper. Damn it, Llama, for not saying it.
I'm trying to allow for somebody else to get a counter on the board, but people aren't keeping up.
Llama should do that. He should just have a counter for everybody and see who gets damaged the most. And
I can't counter if someone didn't attack me.
Damn it!
That's a double damn it on that one.
Right. On that one, damn it, Llama. I can't think now.
It's not our fault.
Yeah, I mean that one. Like, I'll take it, but I mean that was more of a you pointed it out. Like,
I did. Something we may have to do now. We may have to have like a scoreboard of damn it throughout the day of who gets yelled at the most during the show. See who wins.
He who smelt it dealt it.
That's disgusting sometimes. But no,
Only
it's not
sometimes?
true.
I mean, I've had like 4 hard-boiled eggs during this podcast, so I mean, mine might be pretty rank soon.
Well, you're in your own room, that's why.
That surely killed the skunk.
I turned the fan on for that reason, because of what reason.
Give it about a month.
Open the window.
Well, hey, at least now your house will become a motor house. There will be enough gas in it.
Welcome to the dead house.
Damn it, Dark or damn it,
That
Thunderbird.
was Devontae.
Man, now you're sounding like my mother. She just started yelling boys at some point because she couldn't get our name straight.
Oh wow!
Damn it, assholes!
So
Damn it, assholes! You made me look bad. Booga booga booga.
where's my mallet?
I'm not a pink dog to be saying ooga booga to.
Damn it, Diamond Vision.
Oh, yes.
Oh my God, this is insane.
Snowy conditions. It is very important to make sure to keep your distance, and please, for the love of everything holy, keep a wide berth around semi trucks.
You're a wide bird.
Don't try to pass them and like slam on the gas while you're doing it.
Don't do donuts in the parking lot.
No, do donuts in the parking lot.
No.
Just make sure there's no other cars around and all the light posts. There's no light posts. Just you got to have that fucking fun, especially with a semi tractor trailer. As soon as that trailer makes that first swing, it really just
Damn it, Llama,
circles,
no.
man.
No, this is not.
This is not. So everybody's gonna be twisted. So everyone's gonna be twisted meddling around the Antarctica world now.
Great. The llama
Now,
would be
just
so
make
funny.
sure that you're listening. You spin me right round, baby, right round.
Damn it, llama. That's copyright. But yes.
Especially if you're going to smoke somebody, you got to make sure you have the right playlist.
Right. The right playlist, yes. Do not do the things that Llama just stated when it comes to doing donuts in the parking lot or anywhere else. You will destroy your
And
axle.
make sure you have some nice. Make sure you have some nice friction gel, friction free gel underneath the tires when you're doing it.
Make sure to check the parking lot for black ice. It'll give you a better spin.
This podcast is not is disclaimed.
If you
I'm
want
not
to
approved.
go to jail, be my guest. Because they will
my
still
God,
come
my
after
God.
you.
If you're llama, I will rest. Then you'll do some crushes. I will.
Just as a legal disclaimer, this is all jokes. Please do not take any of this seriously. This is not actual advice for the real world, unless you're going to set Mayhem's house on fire.
Damn it, llama! Please don't even. Not
Wait. Isn't that mean he's gonna set your house on fire, Llama?
As long as you do it before he moves into my house. You can-
You're horrible. Damn it, llama! You're horrible. Damn it, trooper!
Don't worry. Once he's moved in, I can just fart next to the furnace and let it just poof through the house.
Oh God!
You have no
Talk
idea
about
what
the
you're
ultimate
doing.
hot box.
I'm just gonna walk downstairs with a kilt on, no underwear, all fresh and pumped from working out. Kick in that door like the Kool-Aid Man and go, "Oh yeah!" And you're gonna
What's up,
be in
son?
your VR, having no idea that I even said it or did it, and then as
Well,
you
that's what
think
the
you're-
German Shepherd's for.
Oh no, they're gonna know. They're gonna.
And
look.
I'm pretty
They're
sure
gonna
he'll
see the
find a
alpha
bone
walk
under
in
that
and be
kilt.
like- They're gonna sit down and be like, "I'm gonna watch," and I'm like, "Here's some treats, throw some bacon," and then I'm just gonna jump on top of Llama and attack him, and he's gonna be like watching a 3D thing or whatever on his VR, going, "Yeah, this is cool. What's going on to me? What is happening? Why am I in a stranglehold?"
Why do I actually feel like I'm being fucked?
Damn it, Llama! But yes. Oh my God.
VR has gotten so realistic.
Please, if you're doing VR, as a safety tip, mind of where your objects are around you so you don't accidentally kill yourself, harm anybody else around you, punch your screen, your TV, unplug something, catch something on fire, kick your animals.
That's why what you should get is one of those strap barriers that they get at movie theaters, so that you just put a barricade around you. So when you hit the when you hit it, you're like, oh, I had to turn around.
No, some people keep going.
Okay,
Um,
But
so
now
actually,
it is
hold on,
time.
go for it.
Now I hate to cut this short, but now it
you
is
don't
time.
hate to cut it short.
Now it is time to move on to our Warhammer lore.
Fuck that guy. Dee, 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 dee. I don't know the melody.
I'm gonna hit you with Warhammer.
Wait, did you say you're going to show me your Warhammer?
Oh,
He is going to show you where's Warhammer.
Do you keep it under the kilt?
You'll see. Damn it, Llama.
Today, because of because it is cold outside,
You know he's a cooker.
and because it is cold outside, there is a regiment out there in the grand scheme of the great Imperium, by the blessing of the God Emperor and the blessing of the Holy Oros.
Seriously.
There are a regiment of warriors known as the Valhallan Ice Warriors. Dun dun dun.
Are there Valhallan Black Ice Warriors?
Damn it, Llama.
There actually are black ones. The Valhallan Ice Warriors come from a place called Valhalla, which originally was a beautiful, lush, beautiful paradise plant, but then got bumped out of its trajectory, out of orbit, by a meteorite, and now is a barren, frozen wasteland where the Valhallans barely survive in underground bunkers and underground places, where they are very strictly rationed, and pretty much any crime is punishable by death. So it makes them very, very obedient to the Emperor. But these are basically ice Soviets. If you actually see a picture of them, they actually look like Soviet era soldiers.
You don't kill ice, ice killed you.
Pretty much, yeah. They are very famous because they have their tenacity and stubbornness, and for being one of the best at siege, one of the top tier under the Death Korps Creed of siege warfare, for just being their damn stubbornness, like hitting their enemies from long range with large bombardments of artillery and mechanized and vehicles. They specialize in Arctic warfare, obviously, because their planet is basically a giant icicle, and so they've developed techniques and equipment that specialize in sub-zero, if not permafrost conditions, from being able to make foxholes and apparently have very intense snowball fights. One of their most famous regiments is the Valhallan Ice Warriors of the 597th, made famous by being formed by none other than the famous Commissar of Commissar Kane. He stayed with that regiment for many, many, many years, serving very well. And in fact, that regiment almost never went under strength for the entire time the regiment was alive because of a clinical error. And in fact, it's actually pretty funny. According to the Administratum, they were actually two separate units, but they didn't realize that two separate units got merged into one, and they pretty much got a fresh supply of soldiers more often than normal. And one of their most here's a quote: in extraordinary ability as a winter cold, as ruthless as the bitter frost, and as certain as death, the Valhallans fight only for victory and the Emperor. All else is prudence. Colonel Khaleesi of the 597 Ice Regiments. They are known for their thousands of artillery barrages and their absolute hatred for greenskins, for the orcs. They are probably one of the top tier, known for their fighting for their hatred and knowledge of killing orcs, because orcs invaded their homeworld and they got beaten off by not just the bitter cold of the planet, but by the sheer tenacity of the Ice Warriors. Their most notable features is in fact their uniforms. They wear a knitted a thermal cap, a thermal coat, and basically all that has thermal venting in between. and as well as being told that they have to carry all their equipment on their backs at all times. They use the M36 Laz rifle, and apparently they keep their quarters in pretty much Arctic temperatures at all times. Even though when they are fighting in warmer temperatures, they only shed out their coats when it's like too hot. They actually sweat they're so used to the cold that they don't really feel comfortable unless they're in Arctic temperatures. As known as from Caiaphas Cain in his books, read the books, really good series. Some of the most notable regiments is the 18th Regiment, the Tundra Wolves, the 28th, the 23rd. Like I said, the 597th, I should say. It's probably the one I know most about because of the Caiaphas Cain series, but it's a very strong, well-organized regiment that has fought valiantly for the Emperor. And especially the 597th have not really had much problem with discipline. But, soldiers will be soldiers, and soldiers get drunk and do stupid shit. Name a regiment who doesn't do that.
What? Soldiers getting drunk? Say it ain't so.
It is so. The main reason why the 597th was was also famous is one of the very few mixed gender race regiments in the Astra Militarum. Most of the Astra Militarum regiments are either unisex of either a male or female, but very few are actually mixed regiments. And one of them notable ones is the 597th. The reason it got formed is because it came from two different regiments, one of the 296th and the 301st. Both of the regiments were pretty much torn to shreds by a Tyranian invasion and were forced into a new regiment. And Caiaphas Cain came aboard. They were literally trying to kill each other. They hated each other so much. It wasn't for his guidance and his, prudence. He made it into one of the finest regiments of the IFL Holland Ice Warriors to date. That's pretty much it. Do you guys got any questions?
So, Tyranid became pretty much their main downfall for a long time, and they are good at defending against orcs. Pretty much what you're stating.
Particularly the 597th, they have fought pretty much almost all enemies. They prefer fighting on ice planets. Like there was one book, I believe it was The Traitor's Hand, where they fought on a planet that was geosynchronously locked, meaning that the planet did not orbit, it did not move. So literally, the planet, one side was permafrost, the other side was barren desert, and there was a thin line. There was a thin line between that was called the shadow belt, where that was where the good temperatures were.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, Caiaphas Cain made
so it's tidally locked.
No, the planet literally does not move. Well, it moves like in an orbit like this, but not like
one side of the planet faces the star at all times, one side faces away, right?
Yeah.
That's tidally locked.
Okay.
That's what that means.
So it's pretty much like the moon.
Yes.
And
I'll show you my dark side.
Damn it, Llama.
And they pretty much look. If you actually look up pictures on the internet, and I suggest you do for all you fine people out there.
Oh, but I wanted to look too.
They actually look like what the Soviet Union soldiers looked like back in the day. So the knitted ear caps, the big heavy coats, big leather gloves, boots, all have thermal barrack action inside to keep them from freezing to death.
Well, we're going to be moving on to, if that's all there is,
Unless you guys have any questions.
No, the questions were mostly asked so far. Unless like, what other tanks?
It's pretty standard. Lehman Russ, Chimera, transports, Sentinels. For some regiments have Sentinels, but for all of that, then that's pretty much it. And Chimeras. That's
I have one of their Lehman Russes that has the shovel tank in the front. But besides that, Thunder Base.
It's time to move on to our political section.
I was staring into the light for a minute there.
Did you see your grandparents?
No,
Waving you across the red bridge.
I saw your grandparents.
Copyright dispense.
Did your bagels at me?
Infringement.
Damn it, Trooper.
Damn it, Llama.
Wrong one.
Okay.
One from Nuxnor.
Democrat Governor Tim Walz is crying on the brink of going to jail for fraud.
He needs to go to
Congresswoman
jail.
Ilhan Omar is crying on the news out of fear of getting deported due to immigration fraud. 173,000 Somalis are currently trembling about an overnight deportation where they're disappearing overnight, and Trump is celebrating. Now, I know, everyone's complaining, not enough is happening. A lot is happening, though. So we're not only here to highlight the pessimistic side of the
Remember,
world, like a lot
Nuxnor
of
is
these
the
other
news. As he
shows
said.
on the internet, we're also highlight the upside, which is absolute justice. And I love a little bit of justice. You know who else does? God. All right, so let's see what Donald Trump has to say about this.
Think of this: $9 billion.
Billion.
That's just the
9
beginning.
billion.
Billion.
So think of it. In their country, they live on nothing. They have nothing.
It's a shithole.
It is a shithole. The fire fence said shithole.
I'll show you my
Great
shithole.
question, Mr. President. You see, I've been saying for a very, very long
Well, that's
time
your
that this is
boyfriend.
get canceled all the time and demonetized, and YouTube doesn't like promoting this stuff. Somalis are retarded. They're
Yes,
retarded. I don't mean this as like a slur. This is a diagnosis, motherfucker.
It's not trying to be rude, not trying to be racist, not trying to be a dick or look a penis. But when your IQ is under 70, there's a problem.
Well, it's not their fault. They live in a pirate-infested hellhole.
Not including the inbreeding.
And
Uh,
that.
What about
Inbreeding.
Alabama?
Damn it, Llama. This is way worse than Alabama. Alabama is nothing compared to Somalia when it comes to inbreeding. Same thing when it comes to most Muslim countries.
You know why reverse cowgirl's illegal in Alabama, right?
No, I don't. But damn it, Llama, what?
Because you should never turn your back on family.
You do know the.
God
you
damn
do
it,
know-
Llama.
You do know the only accepted position in Michigan is mercenary.
Yeah, Michigan.
Hold on,
Missionary.
I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm sorry. Did you just say mercenary?
I don't.
You know what I mean. It means missionary. And yes, blowjobs, regular sex of any different other position besides missionary is technically illegal. Anal is illegal in Michigan. Spitting on the road next to a girl while walking in Michigan is illegal. There's a bunch
What
of
if you're
random-
just trying to give her the good old fashioned haktua?
No, nope. It's illegal.
Not unless you want your silver bracelets.
Nope, you're eating a girl out. It's if you get caught by the police doing any position besides missionary, you technically get in trouble. Which doesn't make any sense.
It's a little bit of a shit-throwing context.
Also, you're allowed to record porn, but you're not allowed to videotape sex.
We're gonna
unless it's porn.
Book in the fall about the iceberg.
I plan to sell it to my friends.
Oh my god, damn it, Llama, you're
World
horrible.
that's much larger than what's
Better not
visible
say
to the public.
Uh-oh. For the record, this is the assistant U.S. attorney that's investigating the Somalia fraud.
When I said that, it wasn't hyperbole or rhetoric. It was a
Doesn't mean it's going to go anywhere.
And today I want to talk and I want to show
Good.
you the
Need
sense of what that iceberg looks like.
Oh.
I think people deserve to know what that is,
This guy
and how big this
needs
problem
be in
is, because we
trouble.
can't
What the
solve the
fuck he
problem until we grapple with it.
No, so you're just being racist against Somalis? Yes, absolutely.
Like, if they're doing the said thing and they were able to manipulate this guy, or this guy did this deliberately nonetheless, he shouldn't have been running an office, or they should have stopped him prior, because this is wrong. This is millions, if not billions, of dollars that were stolen from our American people, our American taxpayers that we're paying all this extra, wondering where the hell our money is going. It's going to things like this. You wonder where it's going. Now you know.
And insurance companies.
Yeah, and insurance companies are taking it, overblowing, overfilling everything. And we're having a bunch of issues. Hi, honey.
Hi.
Huh?
Wrong, honey.
Oh, shit, might be.
Yeah. You can play this one. I'll be right back while you're playing this one.
You had to redact a few sensitive things, but you'll get the gist here. Look at this. Check it out. Trump didn't do nothing bad. Trump does smash, but not like Ron kind. The end. See, it's all there. Can you believe it? So you had to redact.
No, the problem is that the Justice Department was required by law that Donald Trump signed himself to release the Epstein files, and then they released a completely redacted, saying things like, "Oh yeah, by the way, yeah, we're trying to protect the victims and what they how they define victims." And it makes it worse is that they actually, in fact, did not, in some of the documents, they had 30 days. This tells you how disorganized and how utterly disorganized and so wrong the DOJ is right now. And the fact is that it's just making things worse for the Trump administration. The fact that he is more concerned about covering up documents that every American wants to be released. Even Bill Clinton went on the record to say, "I do not care if these released."
Ugh.
Hey, Bill Clinton, like, once they released the Epstein files, like the more of the full files showing that it cleared Trump of everything, but they just showed him in like model things, and they're like, "Oh, look at these!" They're like, "You mean the American model and model American things like this?"
I sincerely doubt that he doesn't, because the fact that he's working so hard and tirelessly to not make sure the files don't get released means that
they've been releasing them, and now Bill Clinton's been blown out of the water. He is a horrible person for a lot of things he did. If it wasn't for him, I wouldn't have been living a hard life at a young age. Because of him and him trading and signing those deals to China and everything, my dad lost everything. All the work, all the stuff that was promised to us, all the things that were going great. We were going good. Gas was under $1. We shifted over and traded things to China. I watched everything change and skyrocket. Then we had the war with Bill Clinton, and then it got worse. And then by the time we even hit Obama was making things pretty worse too. And in Obamacare, we're paying for something that half the people in our country, if not most, can't even use.
Well, yep.
So it's not fair. It's not right.
Well, the thing is that what we were talking about is that Donald Trump was failure to release the Epstein files when he was ordered, where the DOJ was ordered to do so. And
it's not his fault.
So heavily redacted that it was basically meaningless. And in some cases, it wasn't redacted at all.
He told them to release them, and they were supposed to, and they haven't. And here's the thing. If the Democrats wanted to do this, they should have done it during the whole time Biden was in office. Why didn't they do it? No, you know why they didn't?
I know why they didn't do it, because Ghislaine Maxwell was in the middle of a trial when they had, but so they couldn't release it. And not to mention the fact that then her appeal. So it took longer than they actually had.
It wasn't just that. It was also the concept of there was more. Who was the main donors for Epstein? And Epstein gave the donations to Democrat Party. They didn't want people to know that. And then Bill Clinton and all the stuff of Bill Clinton proving everything of Bill Clinton, let alone everything else of all the rest of the Democratic Party. They didn't want that because there was more dirty names of their names on there than there was anybody else. Like Trump already had women. He had his girls. He had different women. He had models, supermodels, and everything else, and porn stars. He didn't need the other thing. He preferred women of a certain type and a certain look that were more mature anyways. He always has. He's never looked at girls at a young age and hit on them. That's not his thing. There's just some things you can't get him on for that, and that's just one thing he's not for. He always liked the women that were more MILF than they were young.
Crying out loud, Melania's even older than him.
Yeah. You gotta remember this kind of stuff, man. It's kind of messed up, but it works. Everybody has their thing, and he's the Epstein file stuff. He was helping to release it for a while, and he's like, "Why are we still talking about this? This is just a distraction. Let's get to the main focus, which is now us, this guy, not the pedo guy that got killed already." But back to it. Let's go to this guy. Is a pretty cool Jewish dude.
In case you haven't already seen it, here's the video of a Muslim woman blowing out the candles on a menorah.
Yeah, this was disgusting, rude, disrespectful in every way. And him cheering
By
it
the
on.
way, these are the same people that go to Christmas markets and yell Allahu Akbar. Can someone remind me whose decision it was to import 7th century Islamic savages into modern Judeo-Christian countries?
Yeah,
I
right
mean,
there.
is this what multiculturalism and diversity is supposed to look like? Because if this is what multiculturalism and diversity is supposed to look like, I don't want it.
Yeah.
This kind of multiculturalism and diversity belongs in the trash along with their 7th century Islamic jihadi ideology.
I do agree. I think what she did was
Just,
wrong. And
like,
it is
I'm
absolutely
really
unacceptable
getting sick
because
of
You shouldn't be doing it.
well, for one thing, you have
savage behavior
first of
over
all,
and over
in
and
this
over again. No
country-
matter where they go, it's just
Hang on.
hatred.
Can you
It's
pause
just
it?
terrorism.
In this country, for all you don't know, you have a right to believe in whatever you want to believe in. If you want to believe in the flying spaghetti monster, go for it. If you want to believe that
Wait. Are you telling me the flying spaghetti monster does not, in fact, exist?
Damn it,
I'm
Mama.
not saying that.
Cloudy chance of meatballs, maybe.
Might be real. I don't know.
I
I'd like to see yours.
if
Cloudy
you want to
meatballs.
believe that a guy who only believe who found stones on a continent that Christianity was never a part of, and who was the only one who could translate it to make it into religion, fine, whatever, I don't care. But the fact that this woman is going so far out of her way to blow out a candle on a sacred object like a menorah for no other reason apart from her own spite shows that this woman is committing a hate crime and she needs to be prosecuted.
Yep.
And if she's an illegal, she needs to be deported.
Yep. Because this is the kind of thing that they're doing. They're brainwashing, manipulating, controlling you to do, or they're them in their young age until they get older to do certain things. And now that they have power and gain of strength and they can call you Islam foes, now they think they can walk all over everybody. They used to never attack Christmas or Hanukkah, but now they're starting to, just like everything else. And there's been more attacks on Hanukkah than ever. The first 4 or 5 nights of Hanukkah was pretty much people trying to be murdered, which was horrible and disgusting because of the Islams and the Muslims. While that's been happening, we've been defending ourselves now better and more. The last few days of Hanukkah have been pretty more quiet, at least from what I've been checking on the internet. I may be wrong. I don't know. I have to check. Someone can check me on the sources with comments.
I'll check you out.
Damn it, Llama, and prove that I'm wrong or not. On that, you don't, as you notice, there was a barrier thing around it, around this giant menorah.
For a very good reason.
Yeah. And they
Well, one reason is because of liability, because it is an open flame, so they have to make sure that nobody goes and pushes it over and sets a fire. But others is because of exactly what she did, to stop exactly what she did.
Yep.
And stop her.
Over, and she leaned forward and blew into them and tried to blow them out, disrespecting, not understanding or respecting the concept of Hanukkah, which is Hanukkah was where there was Jews that found a lamp of oil in a group of Jews, and they found this lamp that they thought was only going to last one night. It lasted 8 nights. Within those 8 nights, that's what became part of the history and stories of Hanukkah, which I respect and understand. I have dealt with both Muslim history and Judeo history, and Christian Catholic history, and Wiccan and paganism history. I have studied a lot of these different religions for many years for this reason. Muslims have their Ramadan, and Jews have their Hanukkah and Passover and such, and everybody else. But the thing is that why is it that it's okay for the Muslims to attack the Jews during their sacred holiday, but if the Jews attack Arabs or Muslims in any kind of formality that are doing their religious holiday, how dare we? How dare I? How dare they? How dare any of us? Because now
rule for thee, not for me.
Yep, rules for thee, but not for me. That is an issue and a problem that we've been dealing with for years now. I know that from over a decade of working in my life. Plus,
and it's not just in that situation. In this situation, it's also in like in our current political system as well, where it's just like they are making rules that they don't even follow.
They don't care because most of them are old, and they don't care because they're going to be only living another 5 to 10 years or so. So in doing so, they're all going to screw us over, and all the young people have to fix it, correct it, or hope that they can survive whatever the older party did. That's why I was talking about terms in the original point. That's why I was talking about terms when it came to all this stuff. For some people, and in certain ages of being and running as presidents, there shouldn't be people running as presidents at certain ages anymore because they don't have the knowledge or the formality, or even if they do have it, they don't have the energy or skill. They should be an informant or a helper from that point, something that's maybe like the second or third in command, but not the main one in command. The main one in command should be somebody still of a solid mind. I am saying between, obviously, such as 35 until 60. 60 to 65, maybe at 65, the latest, should be your cutoff point of becoming president. After you became president for that is 65. Even if it's your first term as president, you cannot go for president a second term after. As you're 65, then you get those 4 years plus on that, making you 69. Very nice, but no more presidency after that. Because there's people too old, they die, they fail apart. Joe Biden is a perfect example of this stuff. It literally looked like elder abuse the whole time. They treated him like crap the whole time, and he was an idiot and dumb things about stuff he didn't know what he was doing half the time. He was blinded or drugged up or doped up in some kind of formality, allegedly, from what they're stating and showing, let alone the stuff that I've seen and witnessed myself. He is not of sound of mind. The president of the Bidenomics and Joe Biden and making all the problems and inflation and issues that we have right now is sadly, I'm not trying to be disrespectful, rude, but look a penis from being a dick, is look at the concept of it was pretty much Kamala Harris and Jill Biden running the presidency. Unless there was a shadow cabal government behind us all, which admits that there has been a secret cabal government running this stuff from the whole side. So which one is it? Two ladies or a shadow cabal government? Because Joe Biden was not running this country. And then President Trump is trying to fix what he can while everybody's hating on him from the TPSD, Trump Derangement Syndrome. On that note, let's go to the next thing. TYT, the Young Turks, which means the Young Turks said it believes
yes or no, please, yes or no.
Killing.
Is the FCC an independent agency?
Senator, thanks for that question. I think
yes or no is all we need, sir. Yes or no, is it independent?
Well, there's a test for this in the law, in the key portion of that
Yes,
test.
yes or no, Brendan?
The key portion of that test
Okay,
is...
I'm going to go to Commissioner Trusty. So just so you know, Brendan, on your website, it just simply says, man, the FCC is independent. This isn't a trick question.
Okay, the FCC is
yes
not.
or no?
Is not.
Okay.
Is not.
So is your website wrong? Is your website lying?
Possibly. The FCC is not an independent agency.
Okay,
It's supposed to be an independent agency.
On the homepage of the FCC, man. An independent U.S. government agency overseen by Congress. Is that factual or is that a lie?
The FCC is not formally
What is
is
ran
independent.
by
It is
True or is this a lie?
years plus.
I'm happy to answer your question.
Okay,
The sine qua non of
Thank you, Chairman. I'll get
independence
back
is
to you.
being
Chairman.
removable by the president.
Chairman, I have a little bit of time. I'll get back to
The
you.
FCC is not an independent agency.
First
formally
off,
speaking.
Appreciate you saying that and being
Those-
honest with the American
both
people.
these
Commissioner
guys.
Trusty?
If you pause it for 1 second, Thunder
Senator,
Bass.
thank you for the question.
Thank you. If it both of them should have given their time. The one guy that was asking the question, the senator, He was asking it very fast, rude, and quickly, not giving him the time to think.
Well, the problem is it was a yes or no answer. It was not supposed to be like, oh yeah, yes, blah 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 blah. No, it's supposed to be a yes. It was an independent. No, it's not an independent.
Here's the problem though. He didn't give him the time to even say no.
Yeah, but the problem is he was supposed
to. He didn't start with a yes or a no, which is what the guy was wanting in the first place.
Yeah, he very explicitly stated before even asking the question that it was a yes or no question, proceeded to ask the question, and then when the words that came out of the guy's mouth was not a yes or a no, that's when he restated. Yeah, like
that was the issue and the problem. We should have. They both had their problems. They both had their flaws in this. The senator should have been patient. He should have been patient and waiting. The other guy, he should have gave his statement accordingly, and then be like, okay, but is that a yes or a no? And then him go, and it's like yes or no, 1 or 0. That bugs me a lot. That a lot of people can't answer yes or no. If there is something that shows that you did something wrong, you state yes or no. Or
he did say there was a time crunch on it, so I mean.
Well, that can be something that's in the in between. If there's something still in between that it can't be answered yet, meaning if it can't be answered yet, then you have to wait until the actual decision has been decided to know.
Well, the thing is it was saying that on their website, it was saying that
it's not anymore. They changed it, but the problem is it said on their website it's supposed to be, because the FCC's job is to make sure to authorize organizations such as mainstream media and social media and other corporations that requires access to mainstream like TV, internet, or the radio waves. And they're supposed to monitor that stuff. But the problem is that it's supposed to be independent specifically so that they don't get interfered with by the executive branch.
Here's the problem, though. They've already been paid and bought off by people that are donors, because there are donors and certain people that are doing this from a different way, such as lobbyists. They're being bought out in other ways. Hey, man, I just gave you $10 million. This guy only gave you $5 million. You should be listening to what I have to say because I gave you more money. You should be pushing for this more. Say hush, hush on everything else. Here, I'm going to give you an extra $1 million. Push these papers through the shredder. That's the problem that's been going on because of corruption. People aren't being loyal to countries anymore, or trained or honest or loyal. They're turning on people and are corrupting and screwing people over. And that goes on all sides, every direction, no matter which way we go. Everybody's at fault to a certain extent, and that's why we need to have a Purple People Party. We need a middle party for these set reasons. We need this set thing because Democrats and the Republicans are both doing this. Republicans are only doing it to a certain extent, but they're being smart about it to a certain extent. Democrats are doing it to a really high extent. They're being quiet about it for a long time, but now they got a bunch of idiots that are in there running a Democratic Party, which now everybody can see the truth of what's really been going on for many years, knowing that we're being screwed over on both sides. We need to have a middle side or something. Damn it, Llama, making it 4 sides with Llama. But the Purple People
Party,
for the people, by the people, of the people, with the Purple Party, is for this kind of said thing. For them, for Llama, yeah, he can do the Brown Llama Party if he wants, but I believe in the American Party, with ours having American Bald Eagle for the main animal symbol, and just for you, it's a llama, which is represented to you, more about you, not the country.
No, it is my representation of what I believe the country should be and how the political parties should be. They shouldn't exist.
I know there shouldn't be, but because there is, and anyways, if you're going to have parties, period, there should at least be 3, period. There should be a set number solid at some point, not 2. So it's not a team or sports thing of my team versus your team. There should be at least a third party in there to change everything. It cannot be bought out or corrupted or manipulated into saying, hey, by the way, if I throw you money, will your votes go towards this side or this side? No, we're voting for this side. Go and after yourself. We're here to correct the country. Well, one rich corporation side pays for one side. The rich billionaires pay for the other side. Both are billionaires paying for other sides to corrupt each other from different directions. We're the side that's for the poor people, because we are the people, by the people, and we are of the people. Back to it after my tangent. Next thing, what is this one?
How you guys doing? This is Summer TV, and you have to watch the video
yeah.
right here. This is an amazing example of why woke agenda just doesn't work if you apply a little bit of logic to it.
This one guy in this video,
ma'am,
and he's going to ask questions.
Do you work here? Are you a teacher here?
I am. I teach third grade.
Okay, I have a question. I just moved here with my daughter into the neighborhood, and I was wondering if this is a good school. Okay, so my daughter, she just came out as queer to me, and I was just wondering if this would be a safe learning environment for her. Or...
We actually have a lot of identifying non-binary and gender queer students here, so I think she'd fit in just fine.
Okay, and I saw that you have a sign in the window. It says everyone is welcome here except ICE.
Yes.
If ICE were to come onto the premises, would you guys kick them off?
Absolutely. We believe in the safety of our students and our faculty, so we would have them leave.
Okay, isn't that how immigration works?
I'm sorry.
Yes.
Isn't that how immigration works? Everyone's welcome except illegals, and if they come into the country, we kick them out?
Why are you asking me these questions?
Well, it's a simple
He's a
question.
dumbass
You should be able
who
to
doesn't
answer
understand
your
what he's
teacher.
actually fucking talking
I
about.
don't know who you
No,
are.
he is
Just tell me
actually.
You don't need to know who I am.
What he is doing is doing this on purpose.
and technically you're trespassing.
He is
Man, no one's
asking her
trespassing on illegal land.
having
so.
her say one thing,
Well, you have to tell me
asking
that
her another
I'm-
question to
Okay,
make
now you
her
need my papers?
do
yes,
a
you're
step back.
Are you the Gestapo now? You want to see my papers?
Guys, he's applying exactly the same logic as the woke left applies on immigration.
Right there. He is applying it, seeing if she would understand it, saying about ICE, because you should be bringing in ICE. They are federal. Their job is to deport the bad people that are not actually legally here, which if you're not legally here, you are illegal. If you're illegally here, you should be deported until you went through the proper means of proper channels. Doesn't matter if you've been here for 20 years already, you've been illegally here for 20 years. You've not actually paid any taxes. And if you have paid any taxes because it was connected to your social security card or social security number, which means that you are a legal citizen here, which you are not. For that means what he is explaining and pushing out there is to show this girl and show her how hypocritical she is without understanding, because you'll notice later on in that video, if he plays more of it, she's going to ask him to leave. She's going to start freaking out, saying, calling the cops and saying she's going to be leaving or asking for ICE to deport him and make him leave. Where he's going, you just said that you wouldn't be calling ICE. Like,
if ICE were to come onto the premises,
like, it's literally a concept of proving the she's a hypocrite, and she's only doing it to virtue signal, meaning they're only doing it to push a narrative. They're not actually doing it because they care. It's the same concept where I've seen a bunch of these people asking on the internet, cool, you believe in immigration? Yeah. Are you going to bring them in your house? What do you mean? You're going to let them live with you, right? They'll all say no. None of them will say yes. Nothing against you, trooper. I don't think you're going to let 5 or 7 or 8 random immigrants just all start living with you and they eat your dog when you come home. You don't even know that they did it until it's too late. You're like, wow, this is really good stew. Like, yeah, it went bark, bark before we ate it. And then you ate my dog? Is that why I can't find my dog? Like, that's going to happen. They don't like dogs.
I mean, my brother lets 3 random people live in his house.
Yeah, go ahead.
I was saying my brother lets 3 random people live in his house.
Are you talking about actual random people?
Wife, kids, you know.
That doesn't count. That's not random.
Dogs, cats.
You technically live 2, plus a ghost, so 3 for you as well.
Ooh.
And then me and my family, that's another 3. That's 6. Plus my spirits, that's another 34. I mean, what?
The same logic.
No, but again, our property, you're trespassing, you serve no form of ID.
ma'am, you don't need to know who I am. I am fleeing a bad school district in search for a better one. Have a little sympathy.
Laying her
Unless
behind.
you show me proper identification, I'm getting security.
So you're going to call security to take me out simply because I'm an undocumented person.
So you're simply going to call immigration simply because I'm an undocumented alien in the United States of America. Same logic. He's teaching her in the most amazing way.
Your property?
Yes.
Isn't that how immigration works?
Like I said, his hairspray.
Like we do with the illegal criminals that come into our country.
Provide me an idea, please.
As we do with illegals that come into our country.
You're acting like this at first.
As we do with ICE when we remove them from our country.
Checkmate, mother.
So that nose ring is a fake nose ring. It's very gaudy delivery.
Okay, bye.
That
Wow. He destroyed the crap out of her.
like right there, that wasn't just right there. Just showing her how your virtue signaling and voting and choosing for something because of your feelings, because you're voting because of your fee-fees doesn't mean anything. No, logics don't care about your feelings. Choose logic over your feelings.
Real world doesn't care about your feelings.
100%, because the other countries, the other people, if you look at other news from other countries, they are laughing at America right now. We're a joke to them for stupid things we've done. Not as bad as England, though, and Europe right now. They're doing horrible, but we're supposedly next if we keep letting this happen.
Yeah, because there used to be the saying, sticks and stones may break my bones, but words will never hurt me. Whatever happened to that?
I was raised on that. I am solid to that to this day. Sticks and stones will break my bones, but words never hurt me. But people are getting upset over words. Oh, you said some mean words to me. How dare you? Oh, okay, I've been raped. I've been tortured. I've been literally dead and came back. Makes you think, don't it? Sticks and stones, literally, no joke, will break my bones. But words never. You can say words to me all you want. Say them. Talk shit. I will laugh. I don't care. Words don't bug me. It's when you start actually harming people, when you start actually beating them physically or in any way.
I mean, I could go for a good beating if you know what I'm saying.
Damn it, Llama. But yes, nonetheless, that is a thing. Physicality is a different thing. I have lived in a world of violence, being a professional fighter, wrestler, and such, and living through an abusive household, and living through abusive relationships, and having friends that let me, or I would allow them to beat me and hit me just so I could be their friends. I had a guy that I used to hang out with, where I'd stay the night at his house, and he had this weird thing where he'd fall asleep and he'd wake up, eyes roll back in his head, and just beat the crap out of you. What the fuck was that? He would beat the crap out of you and hit you and abuse you, and then go right back to sleep and act like it never happened. You remind him in the morning, he's like, it never happened to me. I don't know what you're talking about. So one day he did it to me again. After 3 months of it or more, I finally hit him back. Busted my nose. I'm bleeding. I punched him right in the face. He went back to sleep. He woke up with a bloody nose, getting all pissed at me. And I'm like sitting there with a bloody face and a swollen eye. And like you could see, he like ripped me up. I'm like, dude, you beat the crap out of me. And of course I'm going to hit you. But when it comes to this stuff, that the whole concept is that you're trying to teach people and show people how it is. What makes sense? What doesn't make sense? Okay, you're fine with open borders, but you're not fine with school open borders. You're fine with saying gun-free zone, but not realizing gun-free zone tells bad people that, hey, there are no weapons in this area. Come into this area and you will have a shooting fish in a barrel day. That's wrong to me.
No, I do agree businesses that serve alcohol shouldn't permit firearms and whatnot on the property just because of idiots.
Accidents. I agree with that. I believe they should have a lockbox with a key and a number or something else like that. Or maybe they all get to lock their stuff into this box. There's 2 or 3 security guards holding and watching. You guys get to carry your keys.
Have a secured locker.
Yeah.
Hold
And
on.
the bartender always has a weapon because of idiots, because he needs a shotgun for stupid people.
Now, hold on. As far as the lockbox things goes, that's like a whole new ball of wax of liabilities and whatnot, because what if you put your firearm in that lockbox and all 3 of those guards are like, jackpot, take your gun, go and shoot somebody, put the gun back.
Oh, that's when you'd have the other thing about hiring the proper people, going through the proper screening, making sure they're not those type of people, making sure that the fingerprints are set as such. There's so many things can play. You can make sure there's a camera pointing directly towards the lockbox, and the security guards to make sure that they put it in there, closed it, locked it properly, and that it's not opened until these 1, 2, or 3 security guards open it with these said keys all at the same time to make it sure it opens back up, where they can grab the said weapon that they hand you the key to, which has the number with it that would open the extra lockbox inside the big door that they just opened.
But there's also the additional liability that, like, when does the person get that firearm back? Because if they've been drinking, the security, that liability falls onto the security now that they've returned that firearm and whatnot.
And you have some kind of paper liability that says you come back within 24 hours to receive back to your firearm if you approached your firearm. If not, leave it in your said vehicle or whatnot. But it is best to keep it left here because of said reasons of legality, safe purposes. And you have a special key with the number to that said lockbox that cannot be opened except for this said key that is in your hand. Make sure that you show back up. The only time there will be a master key for that will be the said actual owner of the company, which will follow the rules legally and liability, or their company will be shut down if they do not proceed with their laws, rules, or explanatory of what, why, and reasons they used it for.
Yeah, but then that also creates the need of these businesses to have additional space just for the simple storage of firearms. It also increases the amount of employees required to service the property, which then increases the overhead cost of the facility.
I'll take that over being sued over someone dying or a bunch of people being murdered and your company being shut down because a bunch of people got murdered because some jack monkey came in with a gun because the security couldn't actually pat down a guy and put the gun somewhere.
Well, I'm just
someone to prevent it. It makes things better.
Well, my thing is more of a, hey, if you're going to be going to a bar to be drinking, then just don't bring your gun.
Yeah, of course. I agree. Usually what you do is you take your firearm, you put it in your glove box, lock your glove box. You take your magazine, you put it in the trunk, you lock up the trunk. You make sure that you keep them separated within arm's reach. You can go in within that distance, back into said bar or club, have fun. When you come back later on, you may have probably forgotten that your firearm and weapons are in there in the first place. And even if you did, you got one half there, the other half's on the other side before you even realize it. And then you might be coming to in a logical standpoint before doing anything stupid.
For verbal disclaimer, we do not recommend drinking and driving. Always have a designated driver or a rideshare service picking you up.
Agreed. What Llama just stated is something that's true, in fact, not one of his crazy jokes that he usually does. Be mindful of those things. Don't drink and drive.
Nor are we advertising that you should carry a gun while drunk in any way, shape, or form.
Carry on, yes. Same thing goes for being high or other kind of drugs. Let's go to the next episode, next clip of it. I left him speechless. Okay, who'd you leave speechless?
I feel speechless.
Party in 28
Damn it,
will
Mama.
sort of build his own coalition, which is why J.D. Vance's positioning here is important.
You said J.D. Vance, his opinion is important. He has
love
no
J.D.
moral clarity about any of this division whatsoever. He refused to condemn the Young Republican group chat when it came out a few months ago. They were talking about gas chambers. He's refused to condemn Paul Ingrassia. He's refused to directly combat the Groyper movement growing. My entire life, Republicans have been targeting minority group after minority group. Conservatives have been getting rich and gaining power off of this, targeting immigrants, targeting LGBTQ people, women. It's been Somalis, Haitians, but the second that certain MAGA commentators are on the subject of this exact type of bigotry, they have a stunning amount of moral clarity about it. Vivek Ramaswamy only had moral clarity when anti-Indian American hatred was being spread. Republican Representative Randy Fine has a lot of moral clarity about bigotry when it's against him, but the way that he talks about Zohran Mamdani, the way he talks about Ilhan Omar is incredibly contradictory. You can't just stop bigotry from entering your movement when it's hitting you. You have to stop it at the door. This is not courageous for people to speak out. It is self-preservation at this point.
Guys don't know nothing about sport. Wow, that just happened. Go, Asian girl, go. So, no, first off, what this guy was just talking about made no sense. He was just talking a bunch of gibberish.
No, actually, he was making sense. It's the fact is that
you mostly
so many of the Republic, like those young Republicans who are saying those awful things on the internet, and not getting condemned by the people who are actually in the party.
They're trolling. They were just douchebags.
It doesn't matter if they were trolling or not.
Okay, we could do the same thing when you pull up a furry channel that's the same format, the same company, and they'll be saying worse because there's people saying that about Charlie Kirk. They're all furries.
I'll show you my furries.
Damn it, Llama. You could. But that's not the point. That a bunch of high schoolers, college students, or anything, they're not public officials.
Yeah, but
They're
they're in a thing called the Young Republicans, which shows that these are people, these are future leaders of the Republican Party. And the fact that they are saying these horrible things, like talking about like sending into the gas chamber or hanging, I was like, why are you saying these things? Because they're in an environment that they think that this is going to get them to the nominations.
I don't think
should
you've
not
ever
be the
been,
case. They should be absolutely condemned.
You haven't been on 4chan ever, have you?
One guy
Not to be a
said,
dick, but man, like dark humor.
One
dark
guy
talk
says, "I am
happens.
basically a Nazi." It's just like, if this had been like,
if it was
like
4chan,
in
you
the
would
early 2000s, and during even George Bush would be like, "Whoa, dude,
No,
you need to go." George Bush would have fired him.
I read a lot of this stuff. These guys are mostly just high schoolers and college student guys. They're a bunch of young guys just talking crap, releasing their stress and strain. Yes, they say some shady, racist things. I'm Jewish. I don't get pissy about that kind of stuff, and I've checked it out. I don't get salty. Some of it is messed up. Some of it is a dick move. But I've been an edgelord. I know what an edgelord is. That was just edgelord shit. That wasn't radical. There's a difference. I've seen the chats where it showed the whole Charlie Kirk murder stuff. That was radical. That was plotting and planning and murdering some people and trying to get more. The stuff for these guys were just being dicks, venting things out, saying some racial stuff, saying like dark humor in a darker fashion. Like I've done dark humor. I've said some things in my life. Dark humor exists.
Yeah, but you never would say I'm a Nazi.
No, but if you're cracking a joke and you're playing as a character, then you might say something like that. Now, if these guys are saying that they state are, then that is on them for the rest of their lives. That is their fault. I don't like Nazis. No.
Nobody likes Nazis.
Maybe Nazis like Nazis. I don't know. I know that the style looks cool. I'll tell you that. Like everybody likes the style. They look awesome. They look great for villains. And you mostly are played as villains. Most Nazi styles, looks, and everything are played as villains. Zeons and everybody else. They're all Nazi-ish. Same thing in Star Wars. Nazi-ish. When it comes to the Empire, they're built to a certain aesthetic that just looks great as villains and just looks cool. But nonetheless, evil, bad, wrong. These guys saying some shit is saying some shit. Unless they have actions to prove what they do, that's one thing. Actions speak louder than words, just like what we were just talking about. Sticks and stones, which are actions, may speak louder than my words. And they could talk shit, but they're not doing anything. They're not killing anybody. They're not showing videos of them murder fucking people or killing people or calling people slaves or anything like that. Like, just a group and format that, dude, I've been on forums that have said worse. I've been on forums that have been dark beyond dark. Like, regular internet is nothing. When you want to look at dark internet, you look at that dark web, dude. You would cry.
I never get to the dark web because there's nothing. Nobody should be going to the dark web unless you.
That was the real internet. That's what it was back in the 90s and early 2000s. That's what real internet was. Google, their giant umbrella, is what made it different in around the 2007s to 2010s and up to now. The reason why you haven't been in the dark web is because you weren't on at a young age. I was young at a young age. There are websites I can still go to that will make me cringe. I remember the Pain Olympics. I remember two girls, one cup, one guy, one jar. That guy died. But the Pain Olympics will make you puke. I remember meatspin.com, people being fucking would hack your MySpace and put that in there, and then just randomly you click on your page and here's a bunch of dicks flipping around on your page. Yeah,
you watched it for hours, didn't you?
Maybe about 5 minutes. I remember Hamster in a Blender.
Oh God, I remember that.
And then Hamster in a Microwave. I remember those. Those were dark web, where you would talk shit, and the hamster would talk shit to you as you hit the button, and then kill him more and more until finally you kill him. And his last thing before he dies, he just talks shit to you the whole time. There's one point where he pleads for his life, but most of the times he talks a bunch of shit and you murder fuck him. Like, Dark web gets worse. There are stories of a brother and sister who joked on the dark web, jumped on once. These people found out where their address was, told them, you come to our address and we won't come to yours. They show up to their house. The older brother dies in a horrible way, and he sacrificed himself in the process for his sister to get away. She runs away in horror, tells her story once, finds out one of the guys in the dark horror story that owned that house was a cop or a sheriff of some sort. Back in the day, did some horrible shit and get away with anything he wanted because he was the one that controlled the fucking identity of stuff. So, like, there are some dark things out there. The world, you don't want to know that kind of stuff. When it comes to political stuff, you people are all on the surface of things, not realizing if you dig deep underwater, the further it goes down in that ocean to the darker, more pressurous, evil, dark spots, there are things swimming down that are scarier. Like when I say to you, like Dark Trooper, I'm glad you've never gone to the dark web. You don't want to. For your phone won't let you, first off.
I don't want to go because I have nothing there that I want.
There's viruses beyond viruses beyond viruses. Unless you're ready and you have the proper stuff to protect you.
I've lost 3 computers because of it.
You try to jump on and click on, you get a virus. You get a random call to your phone.
It's like Oprah, and you get a virus, and you get a virus, and you get a...
Kinda, yeah.
A couple hours later, you may get a knock on your fucking door by some creepo that now knows what your kids look like, and he's smiling with a big boner and going, by the way, you can't call. I already hacked your phone. I'm going to rape you and kill your kids. And rape them too after I kill them. Like, there's some sick things out there people do, and it's disgusting. I don't like those type of people.
But on that note, I think it's time we bring up our closing statements.
All right, so back onto it. Sorry for the darkness at the very end, but we had to get to a point of concept of dark web compared to real web. Most of you guys don't even know what dark web is, and you will know one day, but you don't want to. The Purple People Party. For the people, by the people, of the people, with an American bald eagle as the representative animal with a yin and yang of red and blue, which mixes together and makes purple. Because if you mix red, white, and blue, you still get a purple or a violet purple. Nonetheless, you get purple. The concept is there's more people in the middle than there are on the left and the right. There is more of a radical left and a radical right than there are on the right and left. More of those people that are on the right and left are actually more in the middle than anything. They're actually more purple than they are blue or red. Remember, instead of a corrupt donkey or a forgetful elephant, it's better to be with a free, brave bird that represents our country accordingly. That wasn't just drawn by some cartoonist, but actually by people that believe and represent accordingly to our country. Damn it, Llama. Llama has his brown party, which means you shit your pants. But sorry about that.
No. It means I shit your pants.
You're horrible, but you probably are there. Damn it, Llama. On that, the next thing that we'll represent for that is our Rolling to Die.
We already talked about you were planning to do the other half of our Nightmare Before Christmas match.
Yes, we did, because Thunderbase here and Dominant Visions, they both left it off by working together as the villains, getting to Santa Claus before the heroes did, and capturing Santa Claus right when the heroes got there, making it so the heroes didn't get a chance to actually do much except for stop certain characters, but they couldn't stop the main villain. So they're going to be fighting Oogie Boogie in his main area this Sunday with the group.
At 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Oh, that sounds like a Nightmare After Christmas.
Damn it, Llama. Yes. It'll be a Nightmare After Christmas, which, thank you for that. It'll be the title, probably. Nightmare After Christmas instead.
Nightmare After These Nuts.
Damn it, Llama. We're going to do that. We'll have that set up for this Sunday at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, about 9:30, depending. After that, we have the Chaotic Era Odyssey.
Never heard of it.
Damn it, Llama. We have the world is chaotic. This is a new era, and it is our odyssey to make a new world, to correct and fix all these things, to work together and communicate accordingly, to entertain and have fun. After that, We have the Chaotic Minds itself.
Don't forget to tune in every Wednesday at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for a new episode of The Chaotic Minds. Once again, I'm DJ Thunderbass Devontae Ewing saying thank you and good night.
Llama Mushroom Stamp.
Damn it, Llama. And also, Thunderbass Studios, people.
Never heard of him.
Sunday Bisu Productions.
Thank you.
Merry Christmas and have
Merry
a good Christmas.
These messages brought to you by Mayhem Booty Hole.
Damn it, Llama.
The glory hole down by the dock